What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're on the road to Power Tour. It is Tuesday before Power Tour, so we are 6 days away from the start. And we hear a whining in the back of the Mustang. We're just not happy with the way it feels and sounds, so we're going to pull the rear center section again. See what we can figure out. Alright, so here's the story. I am trying to edit this video, and I have had the biggest cluster trying to get these videos edited. Here's the deal. I lost half the footage from prepping for Hot Rod Power Tour. I'm trying to put together what I can. It's frustrating. What had happened was I pulled the rear end out because I already put it together once. I did something wrong. It was making noise. I didn't like the sound of it. So I got a hold of a friend of mine who has been in the industry a lot of years. He actually used to work at a very, very popular hot rod shop. So I got a hold of him. He came over, gave me a hand, making sure that we set up the rear end correctly. He helped me get it set up, and after we did that, he was on his lunch break, so it was like, we got to put together. I said, I'll finish it, and he had to jet off and get back to work. In the midterm, my dad didn't know that I still had to do more work to it. I have ADHD, so I completely forgot about it when Dad said, hey, I'm going to throw the rear end back in. And I was like, all right, cool. So I show up, not even thinking about it. He's got the rear end put together and everything else. And I forgot one very crucial point. And the worst part is all of this is missed in video. So it's hard to, for you guys to follow. I will do my best to put a guide, but, do what we can. I do want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Sean. He runs Dirty Truck Hot Rod Shop. I'm going to link him in the description. He's the one that helped me get the rear end set up. And I'm super ecstatic about it because this thing, it runs great. It's quiet. It works amazing. If it wasn't for him, it would have been a long-ass trip. We'll go from there. But, back to the video. It's hot, it's sticky, and it's Friday night. We are going to go over the Mustang. I know Dad put the rear end back in it. I have to put the brakes together, a couple other things. But, Power Tour is Monday morning. So, whew. Papa got axles in and tight. Rear end's in and solid. I gotta throw the brakes at it. Get those set up, and then get the wheels back on it. I have an oil change and some weather strip adhesive. And then we'll do other little things as we can to get it through. Make sure you make it to Power Tour. First up, brakes. All right. Road trip time. We are going to test this baby out and see how she runs. So we're going to head up to my friend Fire's. Drop my waters on the ground. We're going to my friend Fire and Gasolines. See how she feels. See how she runs. Make sure we're happy with it. And that way, the next couple days is just tinkering with stupid stuff instead of anything major. Oh, sounds so good. I still can't get over how quiet it is here.
I know, you can actually talk. Like, it's like, there's no sound.
Here's why. That car is about 15 feet-ish. So you're close to the exhaust. This car is like 24 feet. So we're up here and we're like 25 feet away from the exhaust.
It is really bad.
This car is just super clean. Gorgeous restoration. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Should probably lay that thing for miles down the road.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just
I just can't get over it.
And it's some new gears.
All in time.
We were only doing 85. Although it doesn't go past 85.
Yeah. That's what they say. Nice.
I got rid of the bunk.
Houston, we have a problem. Thankfully I was going over and cleaning up stuff. Going over the car, cleaning up the garage, and just cleaning up the bench where we put the 9-inch together, and found this. This is one of the lockers for the latch adjuster. So now, when I thought I was done, I have to pull the rear end back apart on this car again because I forgot to put that in it. So hopefully everything else is okay inside. I went and bought a pan. I'm going to try and reuse the oil because it literally has like 100 miles on it. Maybe 50, maybe 75. I took it for a test drive. So we got to tear this thing back apart. Hope that nothing wore free. Make sure everything's good. Throw it back together. Alright, we'll get to it. I don't know how fast I'm going to do it. It'll definitely be in this episode, in this video. But I'm going to take care of this. I don't like these. This little bit going across. Eventually, all this is going to be painted with the fresh color. But in the meantime, I'm just shooting it with that to protect it. Make it look a little better when I pop the trunk and you don't see like the old summertime yellow that this car was at one point. So, got the trunk inside sprayed up. Putting a new weather seal on it. I'm going to put the door seals in. Got them all laying on my Buick here. So, here's the trunk seal. Here's the door seals. Get those all put in, and that'll be another step closer. Leave it to me to decide to do all this stuff in the midterm of, hey, we're going on Power Tour. Some of the things we've been working on. Make sure I had antifreeze, which I shouldn't need. I got a little spin jack under there, a little scissor jack. Got spare tire, well, one of the old tires, but the spare tire locked in. These are all painted. That looks better than what it did. Heater core started leaking on me, so for the short term, I just put stubby hose to loop it. We don't need heat where we're going. Right now, I'm trying to figure out where I walked with 2 bolts that are now gone, because this is what happens when I get in a rush and start to get stressed out, because it's just the way I am. I had the trunk bolts up here. I put 2 back in, and apparently I walked with the other 2. I found this one, but I don't think it goes to the trunk. I had 2 more blue ones. So that's on my need to find list now. I'm trying to not procrastinate too much, but I'm really frustrated. So I know soon I'm going to have to get that rear end done. Just trying to do other things to to avoid it. But I don't know. I'm going to keep looking for these bolts. When I'm ready to crawl underneath, I'll fire this camera back up. And I'm just going to keep doing a bunch of little things. Interior is mostly ready to go. I have to put a little Velcro underneath that because it likes to slide when you romp on it. You can actually see where it was leaking on the floor from the heater core, which shouldn't be. It's a new one, but what do I know? So I'm going to get another one eventually, but not right now. A bunch of little things to do. A lot of boring things that you guys don't want to see, but you know, we'll get her going. I mean, we're not going to miss Power Tour, period. Worst case, if I don't have the car 100%, we'll take the O2. We're going. I'm just hoping to have the neat car instead of the look I can drive it car. All right, I'm going to find these bolts and we'll move on from there. All right, crisis averted. Car's put back together with the right pieces in the right spots. So that's taken care of. We got most everything done, handled under here. Now we're going to start putting weather stripping in. Got the under truck painted well enough for now. Get the weather stripping put on this, and then we'll go from there. Get this truck put back on the car. Now we have to look at some of the packing and the way it sounds. I'm probably gonna have to cut the grass here too, in my spare time. Hey, T minus like 20 hours. Today is the last day for preparation before Power Tour. Going over my list here, and we're gonna be doing that. That is not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Pending. Oil. Oil is changed. Let me set this up so you guys can see if I can work around you. Alright. Okay, battery pack's charged. That's handled. That's handled. That's handled. I see about, oh, we did get a first aid kit. We have to grab it. That's what, get a gas tank with gas. I got the tent already. Ooh, get marker on the car. That works. Working on toolkit. I do have to look at that Z-bar. I don't think it's bad, but I don't like it. This is handled. Nope. This I have to look at and see why it's not working. I think the headlights are aimed, but I'm going to double check. This is not applicable. Alright, so here's what we got to do. Half this stuff, like the small tool kit, the tent, the first aid kit, blah blah blah, this is all for camping. Gas can with gas, well, yes, because I don't know how much I trust the gas gauge yet. Battery pack, I already have it in the trunk. It should be charged, I'm going to double check. Alternator, I'm pretty sure is good, but I've got to double check that small plug. Center console needs some Velcro under it because when you accelerate beyond a mile, it will slide backward because we didn't bolt it down because I don't want to put holes in the floor. So the only thing left is the door weather stripping and a bunch of stupid little stuff. So that's a good thing. I like good little things. So, one step at a time. She's all cleaned up, ready to rock and roll. Interior set up, everything's ready to rock and roll on the inside. And this is going to be our home for the next, 800,000 miles. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll calculate it out. In the meantime, I'm going to put my toolkit together. I found an old one. I mean, I usually don't travel much anymore, that I have to worry about a toolkit. So this one's missing a few pieces. So I'm gonna get it all put together. Double check, make sure I have everything, the battery impact, a whole bunch of the little things. Wipe the sweat off me because I'm sweating to death over here. You know, and I'm just going to make sure I have as much as I could possibly think that I need. And a AAA card and a water-cooled Visa. So here's hoping we make it back in one piece. Should be a lot of fun. Obviously, you guys will get a video of it, but I couldn't really do much for prep because I was more running and less talking. You know what, guys? Until we get to the power tour, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the flip side.